Picture a scene. You're a Dead Frontier player and just made a switch to Linux since Windows 10 is dead. You go to Firefox, go to Dead Frontier site, log in, do stuff, installing Dead Frontier in terminal with Wine, and finally go outside to touch grass. But you can't. For some reason, there's no Unity prompt show up. Oh no. You can't play Dead Frontier. You can't touch grass in this game now. Now, unfortunately, this is a case whenever you want to play Dead Frontier on Linux. It's not straight to the point like Windows does. But don't worry, I'll help you on this. So sit back and listen to what I'm about to say. There are 3 guides that exist to make Dead Frontier playable on Linux: Wine method, Lutris, and Steam method. Wine allows you to play straight into the game without anything else, but it has some caveats to it. For example, consist freeze every 20 to 30 seconds and no text pop up on the bottom right. Lutris is simple and can do better than Wine method, and it can provide native experience to your gameplay session. However, it has a caveat to it as well, and it's fucking huge. You can't RP for the love of God. You can't even call browser to open a new web page if you enter an outpost or you want to open an inventory. This is so huge that I felt like I'd rather use Wine method instead. But all of these caveats, it's entirely solved with Steam method. So in this video, I'll be covering how to run Dead Frontier with Steam method instead. If you want to read this guide yourself, you can check on Dead Frontier wiki, type Linux on search, click on this page, and you can see an in-depth guide on how to do it. But I'll make my own version of how to run it. It goes like this. Alright, so right now I assume you already installed Steam on your software manager of your distros and Dead Frontier with Wine on the terminal. First of all, open your Steam. Go to your library and add a game. Click Add a non-Steam game. Browse and go to this directory to find your Dead Frontier installation. If you can't see the .wine folders, press Ctrl H or right click on any blank space and tick this option. Once you pick your game, find it on your library, right click on it, go to properties, change the name to Dead Frontier 3D or something you like. Go to this video's description and copy this following command. Paste it in the launch command. This command will allow you to grab your Dead Frontier token when you launch the game. Go to compatibility tab and tick this box. Choose any Proton version you like. I recommend either go for Proton Experimental or GE Proton if you have it installed with Proton QT. Close the window, right click on the game, manage, add desktop shortcut so you can open it in desktop. Once finished, go back to this video's description and download this following script. This script allows you to grab the Dead Frontier token, to which allows you to play Dead Frontier on Steam. The code looks like this, but you can double check it yourself and confirm that it's legit. Once you download it, copy the script, go to the Dead Frontier folders, which is once again in the following directory, and then paste it here. Make sure the script is executable by right clicking on it, properties, permission, and tick this box. First step complete. The next step is giving your browser permission to enter and out the web page permission so that it can open a web page requested by Dead Frontier, which is as far as my knowledge goes. For the Chrome browser, you can check it yourself on the Dead Frontier wiki, which I'll leave in the video's description as well. Open a new tab, type the following about:config without quotation mark. Accept the risk. On the search bar, type the following network.protocol-handler.expose.deadfrontier without quotation mark. Make sure Boolean is toggled. Press add and set it to false. Next, type network.protocol.handler.external.deadfrontier without quotation mark as well. Make sure Boolean is toggled as well. Press add and set it to true this time. This should allow Dead Frontier to request Firefox to open a web page. Done. Make sure to restart the browser after this. There's just one last thing you need to do before you can play Dead Frontier. Many people, myself included, still experience this issue where this button doesn't trigger choose your application window. To fix this, go to the Dead Frontier wiki page. Again, on the same tab you opened before, scroll to the bottom, right click on this link and inspect. In the href section, inside the quotation marks, replace the link with Dead Frontier :K. Once done, close the inspect menu and click on the link. It should now prompt you to choose the application to run. Go to the Frontier's folder and pick the script. Remember to tick the remember box if you want. Now go back to the Frontier webpage, go to Unicity, click launch standalone client once, and then go to Steam and run the game. If the game stopped communicating with server, close it and reopen it again. It should be able to boot you back up into Inner City correctly. Hope this tutorial works for you. If you have any issue, please leave a comment and I'll try my best to help. That's it. See ya.